All right, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Um, Not gonna be as long as the stream as I did yesterday for sure. Um, we need to create ourselves a new character. Hopefully, my computer is not being stupid this time. All right, everybody. Hello. Not gonna be as long as the stream yesterday for sure. We need to create ourselves. How come I'm hearing myself? That's why. That was weird. Okay.
Sorceress! You were banished by your Akara for experimenting with the elements. Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows. Speak your piece!
Okay. Alright, they were saying that the firewall, if you go through the firewall, it does like more damage or something like that. I'm already going ice to some degree with my other character. Not really, like, fully or whatever. But maybe we can do something more lightning related. But right now we're just kind of looking. We're definitely going to we have to look at the trees and everything.
You arrived on our shores a whipped and broken child. Our people made you strong. How were they repaid? Sedition and lies. Speak now if you choose.
Just your simple heavy slam here. Daros does feel very strong when he plays it. It kind of looks similar, unfortunately. I wonder what this is.
Lurking among the shadows of the trees like an animal. You murdered one of my soldiers in the name of a filthy thief. Your guilt is clear. Plead for mercy, if you must.
Alright, this is the thing that I was talking about where it like gathers them up. Interesting. I didn't even get to see what the witch did.
Foul witch! Your very
I had the
own
thing
coven
down.
cast you out for your forbidden pursuits. Your twisted necromancy ends here, at the end of a noose. Speak your last.
Oh, I could do a more chaos base. I didn't even think of that. Oh, these are the styles of build that it can go. It's not showing off a specific skill. Interesting.
Hired hand! Wanted in Oriath, you fled like a coward. Every life has a price, and your crossbow has kept your coin purse full. Here you are judged and found guilty. What say you?
What say you? That doesn't look very interesting to me. That looked really cool though. Interesting.
Pagan! You failed to liberate your brothers, just as you have failed in poisoning my subjects against me. Call out to your dreamer. Let us see if he answers.
I'm thinking about the monk. So the sorceress, the monk, the mercenary. Actually, I'm thinking about all of them to be honest. Okay. Let's open this up. Let's open this up. Oh, what am I touching? I want to go here. I want to just look at chat. Okay. So we're gonna look back here, right? So what exactly do we want to do? So let's say we're looking at monk, right? We're looking at monk. What really? Strength, dexterity, intellect. I guess he needs intellect to hold, like, the staffs. Dex and strength. Okay, let's go. I can look at all these real quick. Do we have a little thing of it?
Falling Thunder is a lightning area attack. If you have power charges, this skill will consume them to deal a lot more damage and create projectiles.
Okay.
Glacial Cascade is a cold area attack that ends with a powerful spike of ice. Hitting a frozen target with the spike will do a large amount of damage.
I think that's very specific though. A lot of like, you need to be at a certain distance, and I don't know how good we are with that. I just wanna like get me? You know what I mean by that, right?
With Killing Palm equipped, monsters will display these blue indicators when they are low on life. Use Killing Palm to dash to these monsters and cull them for an instant kill. This will grant you a power charge. Other skills like Falling Thunder will spend power charges to greatly enhance their effects.
Interesting. Unarmed or quarterstaff. So I imagine I'm gonna be quarterstaffing. Life drain. What's that? It's a lot of lightning related thing, it looks like. Code melee lower, quarterstaff, dex and intellect. A lot of stuff here.
Frozen Locusts will explode when attacked by you or your enemies. Placing it in front of attacking enemies will allow you to both retreat and deal damage.
Not interesting enough for me. With an on the heavy stunning dome and strike again. You above cutting your quarterstaff that unarmed that to fire projectiles.
Staggering Palm can be used to stun an enemy with a nearly full stun meter. Enemies that are vulnerable to Staggering Palm have this indicator on them. If you successfully stun them, you will shoot wind projectiles from your attacks for a short time.
Interesting. Kara's combo use. I don't know. Maybe I want to go more combo oriented. But
Tempest Bell must be charged up by hitting enemies with your staff. Once placed, you can hit the bell with other skills to make it ring, dealing damage around it. You can also apply freeze, shock, or ignite to the bell to add extra damage of that element.
Interesting.
Vaulting Impact is an effective tool for closing in on enemies and stunning them. If enemies are dazed, then it stuns them even more effectively.
But I'm not finding like a good like damage thing.
Wind Blast knocks enemies away from you. If you hit enemies enough times, they will become dazed. Dazed enemies are easier to stun.
It's not a terrible choice. To like spam.
Ice Strike is a combo of 3 cold attacks. The third attack is slower, more powerful, and effective at freezing enemies.
That wouldn't be bad, actually. That wouldn't be bad at all.
Tempest Flurry is a combo of 4 lightning attacks. The third attack strikes 3 times, and the fourth calls down a powerful bolt that has a high chance to shock enemies. Shocked enemies take more damage.
So first I perform the final effect and the combination of attack along you to use the combo twice as expansion. That's not bad. Not interesting.
Use Wave of Frost to dodge backwards and launch a cold area attack. This is very effective for freezing enemies.
Siphoning Strike?
When used on a shocked enemy, Siphoning Strike will release a blast of lightning and grant you a power charge. Shock enemies with other lightning skills like Tempest Flurry to prime them for a Siphoning Strike.
See, stuff like that, like, go together, and it seems like I like that.
Stormwave is a lightning area attack that covers a lot of ground and can be used on the move. Freezing Mark makes an enemy more vulnerable to being frozen. If the enemy dies, they will explode with ice. Charged Staff consumes your power charges to grant lightning damage to your attacks. While the buff is active, your attacks also launch shockwaves.
I wonder if you can do
Reusing
multiple
Charged Staff will extend
things.
its duration, while keeping the bonuses from all the power charges you have used so far. Mantra of Destruction must be charged up by hitting enemies with your staff. Once charged, use it to imbue your next attack with a large amount of extra chaos damage. Hand of Chayula can be used to apply curses and marks onto a target. Socket any curses or marks you want on the skill screen to
Oh,
apply
that's actually
them
really
all
cool.
at once.
That's really cool, actually.
Whirling Assault deals a lot of small hits and can be redirected as you move. It's very effective when combined with skills that trigger off each attack, such as Staggering Palm.
Hold on, is there a whirlwind skill?
Enemies near the target of Shattering Palm will be covered in chunks of ice. If an enemy takes enough damage or dies, the ice will explode. Flicker Strike is a teleporting attack. If you have power charges, the skill will consume them to teleport to random enemies and strike them in rapid succession.
That's so cool. Okay. Kind of interesting. I don't like how this looks right now. Because if I go and move over here, I can actually read what it says. Where do I start? I start here. Okay, hold on. Before I start looking at his, let's see what he says first here. Increases armor. 50% more armor from equipment. Slam skills has increased area effects. Slam, and slam. Strength. Carry a chest adds 20 inventory slots. Pretty lame. 4% increase time. Small. Stun build up. Nope, doesn't happen here. Interesting. Increases armor. Break armor equal to 10% of the hit damage dealt. Break 10%. Break 25% increased armor. You can break enemy armor to below. Increase armor. I don't know what that means, and I don't know how to look it up. Totem life. This is block chance. Gain 40% base chance to block from equipped shield. So this would be more shield oriented. Can block damage from all hits while shield is not raised. Corpses in your presence explode when you war cry. Get 10% of their life as physical damage. No war crying. Interesting. Very interesting. But first and foremost, what do we need to look at here? Was it that I looked at? I don't remember. Oh, here. I'm trying to look for something that... This isn't it, right?
Rolling Slam strikes twice and can be redirected as you move.
Is there something that looks like a spin to win build?
Earth Shatter is a slam that creates a spike of rock. Use Stampede leaves jagged ground in your path. It finishes with a massive slam that causes
Perfect strike. That doesn't sound spinny. None of these sound spinny. Interesting. Frenzy charge duration, 30% chance to gain frenzy. You instead gain up to a maximum number of frenzy. You go frenzy charges to some degree. Interesting. No accuracy thing seems good. I don't understand. What does that do? Gotta figure out what the hell tailwind is. Interesting. Increase mana flash charges gained. Bleed concoction, explosive concoction. I don't know what these do though. It'd be cool if in game there was something that you can look at, like a tree style thing. Oh, it doesn't even tell me. This isn't good. Maybe I can look down there and see. %30 less movement penalty from using skills while moving. Poison? A poison archer? Oh, here they tell me what they are. Consume a charge from your mana slot to throw a bottle that explodes. dealing unarmed chaos. Attack damage in the area of poison affected by the skill. Okay. We can do something poison related.
Poison Burst Arrow explodes to cover enemies in poison. You can only have one stack of poison on each enemy, so there is no reason to hit enemies multiple times with this skill, except to refresh the timer.
Okay. And these are probably all the same thing as well, right?
Lightning Arrow chains lightning to multiple nearby targets.
This is actually
Lightning
pretty cool.
damage has a chance to shock enemies. Shocked enemies take more damage.
Ooh, I like that though. Oh, I think I'm gonna go Ranger. This feels interesting to me.
Use Escape Shot to jump backwards and shoot an explosion of ice. This skill is very effective for freezing enemies, but deals low damage.
I think Ranger. I think Ranger is what we're gonna do. What Ranger? I don't know, but I think Ranger. We're gonna do Ranger
Lightning
to some
rods
degree.
stick into the ground after impact. Any chaining lightning skill, such as Lightning Arrow, can hit these rods and cause them to explode again.
This just feels interesting.
A short time after a Stormcaller arrow hits a target, a bolt of lightning strikes the enemy with a high chance to shock. Hold down the button for Snipe to charge up a powerful arrow. If you release at exactly the right moment, the arrow will deal a guaranteed critical hit. Vine Arrow slows nearby enemies with poisonous vines. Using other poison skills on the vine will transfer the poison damage to all enemies held by it. Barrage empowers your next attack to fire multiple times. If you have frenzy charges, this skill will consume them for additional repeats.
See, if I knew how to do frenzy charges more, Barrage would seem like a cool thing to use. Like if you can
Barrage
constantly
empowers
keep
your next attack to fire multiple
your
times.
frenzy charges there.
If you have frenzy charges, this skill will consume them for additional repeats.
I wonder if there's a way to easily gain that. This looks
Toxic
good.
Growth fires a volley of poisonous pustules that explode after a delay. If you strike the pustules with other poisoning attacks, the explosions will be faster and more violent.
Is there a way that I can I was gonna say something like reduce the cooldown of it taking to blow up.
Use electrocuting arrow to leap over an enemy and fire a lightning projectile into them. Hitting this enemy with enough lightning damage will electrocute them, paralyzing them for a time. Freezing Salvo passively accumulates icy missiles. Using the skill, fires all stored missiles at once.
Interesting.
Sniper's Mark will make an enemy more vulnerable to your next critical hit. If you do score a critical hit on the marked enemy, you also gain a Frenzy charge. Frenzy charges can be used to enhance some other skills.
So you just mark the next target receives the next critical hit that the target receives, consume the mark, the accident, and grant a frenzy charge. Mark with barrage and focus on crit. That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting.
Gas arrow leaves a toxic cloud that poisons enemies. The cloud is flammable. Any igniting effect or detonating skill, such as detonating arrow, will cause a fiery explosion.
Interesting.
Voltaic Mark will make an enemy more vulnerable to being shocked. When the marked target dies, a lightning nova erupts from their corpse.
Ooh, that's very synergetic with the other lightning stuff. Go Rain of Arrows.
Rain of Arrows launches a volley that continues to fall for some time. If you have frenzy charges, the skill will consume them to launch an even longer volley.
Barrage seems better than Rain of Arrows right now. Oh, you can put Culling Strike on that? Interesting. Still, it just seems eh. I think we've already seen how detonating arrow looks.
Hold down the button for detonating arrow to charge up a powerful shot. At full charge, the arrow will explode on impact. This explosion will detonate flammable targets such as the cloud from the gas arrow skill. Ice Shot fires a chilling arrow that releases a burst of ice shards when it hits an enemy.
Imagine increasing attack speed on something like that. Stuff like Ricochet. I don't know what that is.
Shock Chain Arrow will hone in on shocked enemies. Upon hitting one, a shockwave will be released and a lightning beam will chain to another target. This chain can continue as long as there are more shocked monsters to target.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. That's cool.
Tornado Shot whips up a tornado where it lands, damaging and slowing enemies. Projectiles you shoot into the tornado are split up and spat out.
could I incorporate that together?
Spiral Volley spins around while firing a volley of arrows in all directions, aiming at enemies if possible. If you have any frenzy charges, Spiral Volley will consume them to deal more damage and chain to enemies.
Oh, that's cool. Because imagine you just keep doing it, like you find somehow reduce the cooldown and you just keep spinning. Interesting, very, very interesting. I like that a lot. Oh, can't click on that for whatever reason. Oh, can't see what that does. Stores all poison damage you deal. Using Plague Nova skill unleashes the stored poison. Release all poison stored in the blood, dealing equal amount of physical damage to the enemy. Oh, that's the spirit it has? There's all poison damage you deal. So it stores that up using... That's... I think I'm gonna go poison somehow. So if I do decide to go poison, right? I obviously go Pathfinder instead. Increases the magnitude of poison you inflict. Hold on. Let me see if I can... The magnitude of a buff or debuff advantage the stat that is applied to the target. A buff or a debuff which is higher the magnitude is more powerful. Much at the magnifier above, come over applies it and okay. Poison is an element that deals chaos damage over time. So we gotta remember it's chaos damage and lasts 2 seconds by default. Damage from poison bypasses the energy shield. Physical and chaos damage from hits contribute to poison Physical and chaos damage from hits contribute to poison magnitude. Damage does not contribute to poison chance, so it cannot be inflicted without an unexpected source from the poison chance. The base of the magnitude of the poison is chaos damage per second equal to 20% of the physical and chaos damage dealt by the hit that inflicted it. This is calculated using the final damage dealt by the hit, but not any modifiers on the target. That affects how much damage they will take from the hit. The magnitude is not further affected by any modifiers to damage you deal. Modifiers and debuffs. So penetrate does not affect it. So it has to actually hit him. Less poison duration. So what else would I go? I don't know what any of those are. I can go poison concoction, maybe. Do they have someone talking about this or something? They had that for one of these, right? Did they have it for the... Was it that? Yeah, see, they had someone explaining it. Damn, the fact that they don't have that for the ranger kind of sucks, because I kind of want to hear someone talking about it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at... Not POE2. The POE Ninja? No, because this would have to do with a specific thing, not like... Because I just would want to see... Do they go... Okay, yeah, they go dexterity, because I was wondering if they go dexterity over strength, basically. And I can change that after the fact, but it seems like every travel node is dexterity based. Okay, that's just what I needed to see. I needed to make sure of that. Now, so we kind of have somewhat of an idea in our head. We're gonna do Pathfinder Poison, but we just need to figure out what really we're gonna do with that. Skill tree? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go with... What the hell is it? Oh, we can't put it. Ranger.
An An outcast, lurking among the shadows of the trees like an animal. You murdered one of my soldiers in the name of a filthy thief. Your guilt is clear. Plead for mercy, if you must.
Okay. Where's Ranger? What am I? Oh, are they calling it Huntress here? No, Ranger. Whoa. Doubles the amount of poison that a target can be affected at the same time. So I'm definitely gonna go that way, but I don't know what else I'm gonna do here. Okay, let's go back over here. Increases projectile damage. Evasive. Now, the thing that I was struggling with the most was doing damage back then, the way I built it. Luckily, I had Zoroark with me to be able to do some of that damage, but not having him here, I might want to focus on the damage a little bit. Why is that lightning? Chaos resistant. So maybe I look for poison? I wonder if poison will show up instead. Starting over here, so going over in this direction isn't terrible, but that's a long way to go. And chaos damage is poison damage. Because if I follow this up and then go towards this, grab this, maybe go towards this maybe. Oops. That's not how you spell poison. How do you spell poison? That's not how you spell poison. How the hell do you spell poison? But I thought poison and chaos are the same thing, but I guess not. 10% increased magnitude of poison you inflict. Increased poison duration. Increased magnitude. 20% that attacks that main on hit against poison enemies. 20% that attacks to main on hit against poison enemies. Increased magnitude of poison uniform. I would do that anyways just for that. So I would have to travel in that duration relatively quick. Targets can be inflicted by +1 of your poison at the same time. I don't know what that means. Okay. What else we got here? Poison on hit. Magnitude of poison. 60% increase of poison you inflict on a target. 60% increase effects of poison you inflict on targets that are not poison. Increase poison duration. Poison hit on chance, poison duration, magnitude, and 30% increased magnitude of poison you inflict. You recover 20% of life on killing a poisoned enemy. Hell yeah. It's a great survivability tool. Now, do I try and go to it first? Or do I wait on that? 10% of poison duration for each resident you have inflicted recently. Up to this poison duration target can be inflicted by possible poisons at the same time. Critical hits with daggers, no. Don't care about that. Okay, so we have a general idea where we want to go towards, right? But I don't want to pierce, right? Because I can go up this way, right? Because I need to go up towards this. I need to go up towards this and in this direction. So going up would benefit me. Increased chance to inflict ailment. Elemental ailment? Is poison an elemental ailment? Well, one. Let's just take that. Poison damage is chaos damage. Okay. Chaos. Okay. But did I spell it wrong again? Mental ailment. And not elemental ailments. It's good to know. So this tree would be a little different. Because ultimately I need to go here and I need to go here, right? Because like I need to have these 2 points. Now I can go this way and not get any major nodes and just have travel nodes the whole way through. Oh, no. Oh, that's actually pretty cool that it does that, but no. And that's like the fastest point to get there, which is very interesting that it would choose that way. But of course, like the fastest way to get there. But then if I do that, then I don't have a lot of travel nodes, right? And if I have something that... So I think starting off, we'll go here. Here. I don't know if about attack speed. This isn't what we need. I guess we can respec all the time, right? But I guess we're gonna go this way. And that's plus 10 dexterity here. Now, I can do 1, 2, 3 and go here and avoid this altogether because I'm worried about this. Because it said something about piercing, but I don't know too much about it. But let's say I'm stupid. Alright, we'll go this way. Right, and now, not only did I go in this direction, but now I can branch over here and go this way. Right, to go towards here, to go towards over here. I don't know where the jeweled socket is, but to do this for more for survivability. But it just says killing, right? So that's just for clearing. For bosses, it wouldn't be all that great. Right? So right here I already have poison stuff. And now I can choose whether I want to go over here. Increase 6% increase effect of poison you inflict on targets that are not poison. So the initial poison I think would hit harder. I'm actually on the fence whether I go over here first. Just for the increased duration. But ultimately, I don't know if I go all the way over to this one. I might. So I go this way, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So I'm not sure if I go and grab this one or not. But ultimately, I go here. I go here. I grab all of those. I go over here. I go up here. I go towards this over here. Go here. That seems good. And I still have a long way to go. And now, so is there chaos stuff in the general vicinity of where I'm going? There is here. Now I would have to see if that affects the poison. Why do I keep spelling it wrong? Jesus. Strikes in time, damage over time. So damage over time. I need to look at that as well. Added physical damage and chaos damage to increase the damage of the poison stack. A visible way to increase poison damage. All physical and chaos damage are related together. Okay. So scaling chaos damage does scale the poison. Okay. So potentially we can go there, right? And even this, like, it might affect the poison, but I'm not 100% sure. Hold on. Increase chaos damage as well here. Gain 11% of damage and extra chaos damage. So if I go here, and maybe I don't take this long. Increase chaos damage. Because we're just trying to increase the chaos damage. We're not trying to do chaos damage, but we're trying to increase chaos damage. I don't know if I want to increase the duration of it. Oh, maybe. But what if I do damage over time? Take less damage over time if you stack damage over time. How do I find a damage over time thing? Because it doesn't seem like it's populating. So I'm obviously writing... It's not just going to be DOT. No. Multiplier. If I spell it correctly. Nothing there either. Because I gotta find the damage over time multiplier in some effect. Like, I'm already here, right? Like, I'm already basically here, so I can do projectile damage. This one's done. How would I want to reduce the speed? Increase projectile speed for spell skills? No. Spell skills. I don't know if they're considered spell skills or not. So we'd have to look at that. So we'd have to go back over here. Oops. Go here. Do this. Nope, not that. Is it this? Also no. Where is just the regular thing? Jesus. This. Nice. Okay. So if I go back over here, God, I'm doing like absolutely no playing. Sorry, guys. Is this a spell? Chaos, duration. Ooh, duration. Duration. That's what we're gonna put in. Let's see another toxic related thing. Projectile, AoE, duration. Physical, AoE. Okay, so let's look at so we might want to go here, right? Just because we have so many points to try and use. Okay. Curse duration. They're not curses. Charm duration, no. don't know if I can get to that effectively though. Frenzy charges over here. Interesting. Huh? Why did I go over here? I want that. Oh no. I keep accidentally clicking on stuff. No, no, no. No. That's not working. Yeah. Cause Zelrus isn't around right now, so I'm trying to create a new character. I'm creating a poison archer. But I'm just trying to look at the tree and see what I can build. Poison. AoE, does that show up at all? No. Maybe magnitude. Spread. Let's try magnitude. You would want to be slower? It doesn't make sense. This is for shock. Oh my god. Show magnitude. No. 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 Oh, nice. No. Is that how you spell it? God. Maybe I can write poisonous. that's gonna show up, right? Okay. I'll probably go that way and then that way. It's most likely what I would do. I mean, that's a decent tree. I need to figure out what else I would do. But that's a decent tree. I can't believe they didn't have a damage over time one. Jesus. Huh. Oh, this shows you where it's coming from. That's interesting, actually. Oh, gosh darn it. So if I do it that way instead of clicking every individual one, it doesn't tell me the dexterity that I would be getting at the end of everything. Oh, that's so frustrating. I think I went up here somewhere, right? Yeah, I messed it up real bad. Oh, that sucks so bad. Well, that upset me, so I'm just gonna play right now. Character name already exists. Of course. Of course. That's wrong. Why do I keep spelling it wrong? Press the what with free build. No, I can't do that. I need to think about it. POE. I was thinking about making a build like that. Okay, so we need to figure out how we're gonna make this build work. We already have the tree, kind of. We already know the trajectory of where we're gonna go. We need to remake it again because we just messed it up because we're idiots. But the idea of it, we have that figured, right?
It'll take a better snare than that to catch me.
By the first ones, you're alive. I'm glad to see another living soul.
Me too.
The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness.
Maybe I can
plaguing
actually
our men.
read what's happening
I
right
was
now.
fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more.
Oh,
I would
okay.
appreciate it if you could... Reach Clearfell. Find the miller.
This is like no sickness I've ever seen. Let's track down this miller.
Okay.
In my sights!
I didn't notice about this game. Lack of yes. So my little brother Zarvis, when I was playing with yesterday, actually told me that I think they did that purposefully. Don't know why they would do that, but they did. But it is weird because in the other, maybe because there was so much movement in POE 1 that they wanted to kind of change that up.
Nowhere to run.
But even this I'm finding very good. Shooting and moving at the same time. It seems like I need to aim more down. Yeah. But I don't mind that they just incorporated that. That's fine to me.
Adapt and survive.
Increase projectile damage. Here we go. And maybe we can look at the tree like this. Maybe. Just maybe. Because I kind of already know the areas that we want to go to. This is chaos damage. There's no poison. How does it look here? Again, what is with me spelling it incorrectly? I wish it was more prominent. I get they're blinking, but I wish it was a little bit more prominent. Is there no HP nodes? I didn't even realize that. Usually I just go full glass cannon and I don't worry about that. So...
Prepare yourself.
maybe they were really trying to reduce the confusion. Oh yes, yes. I was actually trying to find those because my blood mage wants to scale with that,
A string to my bow.
and not having that sucks. Am I gonna need my auto attack? Or am I just gonna be using that the entire time, I wonder? Oh.
Unnatural. But effective.
Yeah. Life leech is what I want to do. Isn't it? Max life leech crit build.
Reach your end.
The thing I'm worried about with this build is mana. How am I gonna keep my mana? How is that gonna happen? Oh my god. Do you know how long I spent trying to beat that? It was over an hour trying to beat him. Mind you, I was playing duels with Zelris, so it like everything scales and it was harder. But jeez. We were there for so long. If you look at my VOD, I'm not even talking. I'm so focused in. It's so funny. I feel that though. That's not gonna do anything. Shield. We'll do the shield for now. That's fine.
The journey is not
That's spacebar and dodge.
kind to
Oh, I didn't know that was gonna come out. Press blue mana. That's getting further. Nice.
Man or beast, they die the same.
Yes, exactly. I like that a lot about it too. That it's like, it seems difficult. Like, you have to do things, you have to realize. Like, it reminded me of,
This place reeks of
not
desperation.
entirely, but
Best be
of
careful who you
Elden Ring,
Friendly's the name.
where
You're
it's
skilled
kind of
with the
important. The boss
violence.
mechanics,
If what you did out
you
there
do
in
it
the
over and
riverbanks
over,
is
you
any
die, you learn, and then
Another
you continue,
refugee
you
from the
beat them
Council
eventually.
Justice, I take it. Well, have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times. I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense. There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the ferry. It moves unseen onto the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you.
Okay.
Anything take your fancy? That'll be useful. I'll find some use for that. If you find a bind out there, do bring it back.
Tools of the forge turned tools of war. These
Can I
are
use
dangerous
this now, I
times.
imagine? I forget that you can use things from your other character here. But I wonder if you can. Yeah, see? They level gate you. Interesting. Which makes sense. Makes sense to some degree. I don't love that. Was 3, level 6. Okay. What is that yet? Very, very interesting. I don't have spirit yet, so I can't use that. He purposely told me that he put a thing in here. So maybe we can use it and I can put something that maybe I don't think I'm using. These uncut support things are nice. He has in the guild. Maybe I can put something. seen a level 3. Level 4 to put in there. No, at a level 4 I'd put one in there. I took that out and put one thing on. I'm finding a bunch of those uncut ones are really good though, but I know I'm gonna go poison, so that definitely will help me out. I actually will keep that on me, but I do plan on using it fairly soon. Because right here,
Welcome to the Camp of the Lost. All this began the night Count. Something. I fear this land's sick.
I thought I
Please,
did it already.
take your time.
A songbird makes for easy.
What have we got?
Oh, I have a thing from goes from my other character too, it looks like. This
You're the
usually doesn't
keen
cost
eye.
like anything, so let's use that.
Till next time.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh, like you definitely need spell damage. I think.
Need what?
You
To build
definitely need spell
damage?
damage.
Yeah.
I completely screwed you up on that tree. Well, I mean, not that screwed up. I mean, like I said, it was just an early thing. Is really important. I made a sorceress like just chilling earlier.
Yeah.
I maybe like, I'm not even joking. Like probably 2.5 hours, and I'm already like level 13, almost like near the end of Act 1. Like this shit's way too easy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty damn cool.
Yeah. So I definitely like. That's crazy. I just didn't know that like it would take so long, and I didn't know that intelligence alone doesn't give you spell damage. In the last game, it did.
Interesting.
So,
I
like-
also thought it did.
So like even if you were just going pure just stacking intellect or whatever, it would still be fine because you'd still be like getting some damage on the way. But
Exactly.
Unfortunate.
That's exactly what I thought it was.
yeah, unfortunately, that's not the case. It seems like. So yeah, so you definitely might have to try and
Yeah, I'll have to switch that up.
you're just playing like some random thing you were thinking about.
Yeah, the 2 hours I like just basically started. The 2 hours was me just looking at the tree and making it or whatever.
Oh, you're live for 2 hours.
Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours and just
Yeah.
trying to figure it out to see what I'm gonna do. So I think I'm gonna go a poison, the ranger build is that I think I'm gonna try and do. But trying to figure out the whole like chaos and looking for nodes that had chaos, looking for nodes that had poison specifically on it. to try and scale those, seeing if I need projectile damage or if I just need, like, who cares if the projectile does any damage, because I'm gonna do that. Thinking on whether I need like mana regen to some degree, because I'm not going to be taking as many of like intellect things, so that's the part that really confuses me. Because if I'm not going to be taking like the travel nodes, if I'm not going to be taking intellect, how am I going to scale mana?
Yeah, I mean, just eventually just grab some mana nodes or some other things or something like that.
So I was a lot of back and forth on deciding what I can do or not.
Yeah, a lot of people been saying though, like mana hasn't really been an issue lately.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so either with my sword, but I shot like 3 arrows and I'm like out of mana already. So I'm like,
really? Oh, interesting. You play freeze on your sorceress? I like to play lightning. Goodness.
I know. I like playing that, but I think because I'm on the fence, because the sorcerer has like a burning looking thing, so I want to try that. But at the same vein, like I want to try lightning. I really want to try lightning. It looks cool. There's a lot of abilities that work along with it.
Yeah, I've been playing what's it called? Spark. Spark, Flame Wall, and what's it called? The circle thing that you have to stand in a little bit. And honestly, it's been really good. I fuck with it.
Yeah, Freeze Snap, taking all the freeze buildup from them and just like exploding with the damage of all that freeze, it just seems insane. Like, it seems like you can make a really good build with that.
Yeah, and the fact that you can freeze bosses too and stuff, that's like insane. Before, like, there's no way you'd be able to freeze bosses like that you can now.
Is no stroke of fortune.
Really? Is it really that bad against bosses? I felt like it's not that bad.
Well, I mean,
like even
the freaking dog guy, he's like an ice guy, so.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think even you randomly froze him one time. Remember? Like, because I was like, oh, because I froze him and I stunned him at the same time, and I was like, oh man, that stinks that you froze him, and you're not even doing like much freeze stuff. So at the time, so I was like,
at the time, I really wasn't.
So I was like, imagine if you're fully investing into freeze, like that's crazy.
So if I'm able to play until only midnight. So if you want to do your own thing, you can. Well,
yeah, it's up to you, honestly. Like, well, actually, you know what? Nah, this is your own thing, because I also have like food on the way, and
okay, cool.
I gotta do something as well. Oh, you should pick up this loot filter. You should do this loot filter that
Oh, they already have a loot filter in the game? Jesus.
Nah, it's like a ghetto one. But 100% is worth it. Cause I've noticed like certain like items that like I would have walked past before. Like ones with like gem socket things in them, and like higher level like pieces.
Yeah, because that stuff is definitely important.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the tree is actually not as scary as you like really think it is.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, like, I try to tell people, like, don't be scared, man. Like, it looks like a lot and everything, and
I don't know why they divide it the way they do. Because yeah, you can go into something if you really wanted to, but it's just like you're not gonna go to the completely other side of the tree. Like 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna go all the way over. Like you might, but
then it's like, but it stops the creativity of the people that do.
Yeah, I guess, but that is Is the creativity of a few stopping a lot of people from playing your game though?
I think I remember someone
The path of your
said
heart.
it. Like it was like if just seeing the skill tree alone makes you stop playing the game, my game or something. I forgot who said it. It was like then like this like then the other systems as well is just it was gonna make you quit or this was gonna make you quit. This is just like a filter pretty much. Like people that actually like want to play the game or like this is just one surface level part of the game. Like there's like 3 more like once we get to the Atlas at the end, there's like more trees that you have to mess with and everything like that. And like there's trees for the Atlas and there's trees for what kind of content you want to do and then like so it's just kind of like I don't really see it as like a bad thing. It's kind of like oh if you don't fuck with the complexity from the very start, then you're just not gonna like the game. It's just not your game.
True.
But I get what you mean though. Like 100%. Like it stopped me from playing for a while when I first started. I'm like, oh, I don't have a lot of time to do this. But yeah, once you actually like just use the search function, like that saved me so much time. Because I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna find how am I gonna find cold damage or how like I have to go to I have to like hover over every node and that's what I did at the start.
Yeah.
I literally hovered every node and I was like, man, I'm frustrated because like it's taking me 5 years to just find one thing and then I'm like, oh wait, like cold, like it's really nice.
Yeah, no, for real. And even that I found kind of the thing is it's I don't know too much about the game, so it's just like it was not frustrating, but I spent the first 2 hours of my stream just figuring out what I was gonna like do, and it's like, do a new person, are they gonna wanna not play the game for 2 hours trying to figure that out?
But we're also min-maxers.
Yeah. This is very true. We're
Like-
not your average gamers, I guess.
Yeah, and I know like Aura, he's gonna go raw dog.
That's true. Yeah.
And so there's definitely different ways to play, and it does but it does alienate some people that it's just like I don't want to do a spreadsheet, you know.
Yeah, I thought it was fun, like, because they did make it
fun.
very easy to like look for things. So, what was difficult also was just like I don't know what certain things are, so I'm trying to find nodes at first that I'm like, oh, you told me poison was chaos damage, so at first I was like, instead of poison I was looking at chaos, but then I'm just like, oh, they're separating these two things from chaos and poison. So I'm like, why are they have nodes that say specifically poison and then some nodes that say specifically chaos? And I'm like, well, not all poison damage, not all chaos damage is poison.
It's poison. Yeah. Exactly.
But at the same vein, I'm just like, okay, so I don't know. Like there was a node that said +1 to all chaos skills.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
But I'm like, is that poison?
Yeah. Because you have to look at the what skill you're using, and as long as it says it has the chaos tag, you're good.
Oh, true. I didn't even think of that. The tags.
Yeah, everything has a tag in this game, and as long
See,
as
but
your
why
tag.
so that's the and that's another thing that confuses me.
Wait,
It's just like the tag here. Go
I'll be
ahead.
right back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So I'll repeat it when he gets back. But he was saying, you got to look at the tag and see what it says. This says poison burst arrow, but the tag, well, I guess it says burst of poison on it. But the tag doesn't say poison anywhere on it. damage indicator for disability. Up here. I wish I can. Here. So it says these are the tags you gotta go by because the sockets that you're putting into them needs to affect one of these tags. So, but here it says poison applied to the. Oh, actually no. It doesn't even say anything here. Oh, so what I was explaining to Leo was, the thing that confuses me about poison is because this, yes, the tag says fires and create a burst of poison on hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I know this does poison. But if I was to just to look at the tag itself, all it says is AoE, projectile, chaos damage, and duration. It doesn't say poison.
Yeah, I guess. I think there's a thing. Let me see where it is. There used to be a little thing in the. There used to be a thing. I don't like that they changed the character thing because it takes away so much information that used to be there. Well, it used to be a thing where you hover over chaos in the character sheet and it would tell you, oh, chaos is also like poison or something like that.
Yeah, and another thing that can confuse some people is because there were some nodes that specifically said increases chaos skill damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, this isn't a skill, it's a projectile. So I'm like, so this isn't going to increase. How would that work? Because it says skill damage. And this isn't no. It's spell damage. Excuse me, spell.
Oh, spell.
It was like 100%. Spell chaos or something like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't work because if you look at the poison arrow thing, it says, I think it says attack or something.
Yeah, something like that. It says AOE or something.
Yeah.
It says AOE projectile chaos duration.
Yeah.
So the spell tag isn't on it, so it would not work for it.
Yeah. And see, let's say if you get let's say if you get a projectile thing, that's only gonna increase like if you press tab or whatever or alt or whatever and you go to poison burst, it will tell you the magnitude. If you hover that is what you're changing when you do AoE. If you go over the chaos,
yeah, it can get confusing, Leo. If you go to chaos,
you go to chaos. That is what you're scaling. There, the poison, and then the AoE is the burst size, and the last thing is a projectile, is the arrow that you're throwing, is what you're shooting. So when you look at a skill and you want to scale what you want, you have to look at every individual part of the skill and see where it's like, okay, like if you got every effect and you're like, oh, why is my arrow not shooting a wider thing? Well, your arrow's not it's still gonna shoot one, but the thing that changed was the AoE of the explosion. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to just like break it into multiple things. Or whatever, and just know it is a lot. 100%. A new player, almost everybody says, if you're gonna start PoE, just look at a guide. Just do a guide, and then learn the game that way slowly. But like making your own builds, it is very difficult. Because even I why is it when I'm gonna do my slam bleed build, I'm trying to avoid melee damage. But it's like, well, why? Because the harder slam you do, the harder slam you're gonna do, which means the higher bleed, right? No, bleed only scales with physical damage. So yes, my slam will hit harder, but my bleed will stay the same because it doesn't scale off of melee physical damage. It scales off physical damage.
Yeah, and that's another thing that confused me. It was like physical is chaos, but chaos is not physical. or something like that. Like it's not like they're not the same, but it says physical and chaos damage from hit contribute to poison magnitude.
Yeah, so like, well, it has to say it's the physical part is the physical arrow hitting the target. That also does damage.
You have your guts. I will follow. Now this part confuses me. It says the last
Modifiers?
part. Modifiers and debuffs affect the enemy's abilities to mitigate damage as a shock. Can affect the damage the enemies takes from poison. But any such multiplier specifically applies to hit damage, such as penetrate, does not affect poison damage. I don't know what that means. So do I not want penetrate?
So there's not. So all the other elemental types have a way to like have pen. I think poison is not affected by pen. Like a pen, like the only way to get someone's chaos damage or chaos resistance down is through a curse. But they're saying because shock, excuse me, shock increases their damage taken. But it's saying specifically that does not apply to poison.
But so if I was to use some type of penetrate, because there's a skill in the skill tree that I needed to bypass, like not bypass, but go through to get to somewhere else because it was just the shortest point, and it said that my arrows have a chance to penetrate.
Yeah, that means it is gonna go through.
Yes,
It's gonna
but will that not affect the poison?
So the poison, that would be hard because I think what it's gonna do,
Chaos damage.
what it's gonna do, let's say when you get your arrows penetrate targets. I think when it comes to poison arrow, is that before when you shoot an arrow at somebody and there's two targets behind it, it's gonna explode on the first person that hits. But I think when you do piercing or whatever, it's gonna pass through the first person and then explode on the second person because it's only piercing once.
Makes sense,
But yeah.
actually. But yeah, I thought poison would work. Oh well. I thought
Yeah,
it would be fun.
poison is really good. It's nice flat damage. It stacks, and it's the cool thing about it. It goes through energy shield. So even if a boss has like energy shield, it's like, oh, I don't care. I'm gonna attack your health right away.
So poisons themselves don't stack unless you have a node that says it can stack or something like that.
Yeah, no, poison does stack. You don't need a thing for it.
Really? Because there's a specific node here that says...
I mean, unless they change poison.
Oh, no, I could be completely wrong. But, because I took it because I'm just like, oh, this says poison can now be affected by, like, another thing. And I'm like, oh, that's really good.
Why don't you like search poison so you don't have to like...
Because I knew where it was, and now I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it used to be that bleed and
Yeah, see, stacking poison here, this node. Targets can be affected by +1 of your poisons at the same time. So unless I take this node, could they not stack? Because now I'm confused.
Targets can be affected by +1 of your poisons at the same time. I think maybe that's confusing because yeah, before maybe this it could be that
Okay, no, you're right. That makes sense.
or it would have because it already says like targets can be affected, right? So it's like there's a possibility by +1 of your poison. So it really says that there's a poison on them. And now you so is there a double stack? Is it like, oh, now you have a new fresh stack of poison? Let's say you already reached the cap of it. Now you can add I guess one more, yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
But then it says reduce the magnitude, so you're reducing more damage.
Yeah, that's why I'm going like this stuff here that it says increase magnitude. And then 8% chance to poison on hit. What the hell does that even mean? Like when I do a regular auto attack, there's an 8% chance to poison just off the auto attack? Okay.
Yes. And yeah, so even let's say even on a fireball where it says, oh, your fireball has a chance to ignite, it would be like, oh, you know, what's it called?
Oh, actually, let me do this as well. So,
Oh.
could I read it? No, right? I can't read what it says. Do I need one of these thingies?
It's funny because oh, the skill gem is what you're saying?
Skill. Let's see, play a video. No, see, it doesn't let me play the video. But I have it on here. I have it over here. Cause this said. No, this is So which was confusing. Let me do here. This poison burst arrow here, right? So
Poison burst arrow explodes to cover enemies in poison. You can only have one stack of poison on each enemy,
Nothing's playing.
so there is
Oh,
no
wait, 'cause
reason to hit
I'm on
enemies
Discord.
multiple times with this skill, except to refresh the timer.
See? So they must have changed it actually. And I'll play it
Wait.
again. Let me know when you're
Oh,
ready.
yeah, I'm ready.
Poison burst arrow explodes to cover enemies in poison. You can only have one stack of poison on each enemy, so there is no reason to hit enemies multiple times with this skill, except to refresh the timer.
Well, there you go. But it's telling you that it leaves a thing on them. So I think with another ability, it wouldn't, because it doesn't keep the poison on them.
What do you mean?
You feel me?
No.
I guess they changed it, because before poison used to infinitely stack. That's why maybe Leo knows or whatever. Like Molten Strike, Pathfinder was really strong. Even I made it back in the day, because Molten Strike, when you hit somebody, it creates like a bunch of little balls, and what you could do is make those balls come back to you. And so you can hit a target with like 40 balls a second or whatever, and each ball could poison. And so like, and if you have a fast attack rate, you're getting a ton of poisons on them or whatever, like crazy. And so you would want to try to get to like a huge poison cap. But I guess maybe they changed poison from then to this.
Yeah, maybe
So-
it was
so-
too good.
Yeah, it could have been, or it could be like, oh man, it's because you want a fast weapon to get a bunch of stacks to do a lot of damage. It's stopping a playstyle of like, oh, what if I'm a slow like handed weapon or whatever? I can't do as much damage as somebody that has a fast weapon, because they're gonna inherently have more stacks than me always. So yeah, it could be that. To be honest, like ailments like bleed and poison were actually the biggest like when you was watching Quinn, is the biggest like question marks of the league. I mean, of the new game.
Yeah, that's I actually needed to look that up, because one thing said elemental ailments, and I'm like, wait, is poison an elemental ailment? And it's not an elemental ailment.
Yep. And there's also damaging ailments, and there's non-damaging ailments. And so yeah, so that's why I was saying, like, yeah, you just have to learn. You have to read a lot. If you want to make your own build, you gotta read.
Yeah, I noticed.
And yeah, because when you think something works, and you're like, oh, why is this not working? And you're just like, oh, well, because it doesn't make any sense why it would work. Well, it does make sense it would work, but in Path of Exile, it doesn't work this way. So yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough.
It's fun though. You know what I do wish though? I wish that when you're on the character or the boss or whatever, the thing here would show you what that is.
What?
Like, I know that means poison and I know that means armor break, but I wish that it told me.
You can hover over it, no?
No.
You can.
Yeah, see, like it doesn't say anything about it.
Oh. I guess. Huh.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to try this build and use it. I'm like very excited.
Yeah, man.
Especially since I'm like, I created this build, so it's just like, you know, to see it like come together and to see if it like actually works is gonna be pretty cool. Like I thought of the other one, not that you made the build for me because I would have did something similar, almost identical to it anyways. But it's just like zero help. I made this build.
But you made the conception, and that's why I was like, oh. You're like, oh, wouldn't this work together? Wouldn't this work together?
Exactly.
And then I was like, oh, let me just put like a quick and dirty tree, and then you kind of just went off with it.
Yeah, I am with this build. I am trying to take more big nodes.
What damaging? Yeah, 100%.
Not just damaging nodes in general, but like bigger nodes.
Yeah, I just start.
The second thing that I did though, that I'm not 100% sure, is that I'm doing a lot of damaging stuff, not a lot of like defensive. Yeah, so I don't know in what direction do I want to go for that. And I need to figure that out because in the Ascendancy, I think there's a thing that says that I'm immune to slows, that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go that way. So I'm just like, I wonder if there's something I can do with like movement speed and reducing the not the cast speed, but like my you know how you like slow down a little bit when you're gonna do like some type of move?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way that I can slow that or speed that up, slow that up, so there's less movement penalties, and I can like, I don't know, like continue just casting non-stop, especially since I can't get slowed.
I get that. Feel that? Yeah, you have a good idea about that. I would say since you're a ranger, you have more opportunities for evasion near your street. So I'd probably go lean to that. Evasion and light.
Evasion and what?
Light.
Suffocate.
Life is generically good for any build, unless you're doing something completely different. But unless you have a plan to like scale your energy shield, or have your mana be your defense, then like 90% of the builds, either like your main defense is gonna be like evasion, armor, energy shield, and health.
Okay.
Got no pack space for that.
But yeah, it's good also because like before you can make your own build, but it was really punishing when it was bad.
Yeah. That's why I kind of didn't want to make one, because it's like if you mess up, there's no way to get back to whatever, and I'm just like, damn, like what the hell, like how am I supposed to test something and not feel like I'm just screwed over?
Yeah, but now it's a lot easier because of the respecking.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, all I gotta do is farm for a little bit, get some gold, and I can just respect. Or because all the all the gold is shared.
I did notice that.
Take a look.
That you could be like, well, okay, I fucked up on this person. Oh, just control left click.
Control left click. Okay, cool.
What's it called? I'm gonna make another guy because like I fucked up on this guy. He's like unsavable because I don't have enough gold. And then you make him, and you're like, oh man, you know what? I picked up this cool staff where I was leveling, so I'm gonna make a staff guy or whatever. And you really enjoy him, and then you have enough gold. And you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna respec the other guy and see if I can fix him or whatever, and go back to him, and then boom. You have a.
That's actually not a terrible idea. It's not
and that's
salvage, right? What is it?
What, to get the things back?
Yeah.
Like the Rego shards? You talk to Finn. Or whatever.
Oi,
Disenchant.
it's you! I am... Who knows what prizes await?
Oh, he doesn't give you
Maybe
yet?
not Yeah, maybe
At
not
least
yet.
he's honest about being a liar.
So I was thinking about this, but I don't know if that does it. Salvage equipment with quality or sockets for quality currency and artificial shards.
That gives you, if an armor had like 12% increased life, energy shield or armor, you can go there and you can grab, but you don't have it. That's why the loot field is really good, because it shows it a lot easier.
Okay. I am going to throw this in here. Anything yellow I'm actually gonna keep instead of selling, so I can turn into those shards.
Into those shards, yeah. I was gonna do that now. Sell my blues and whites, but keep my yellows.
Actually, this is level 2. Cut support gem. Yep, I want to do that.
Bro, Loki make a new character just to get support gems.
Seriously, bro, these support gems like are like freaking a dime a dozen, man. You get them and they're like, forget this legendary equipment. Can you give me a freaking uncut support gem?
Yep.
Targets can be affected by +1 poison for support gems at the same time. Support skills have 30% less poison duration.
Oh. Also, there you
But
go.
now, does it do the same No, that would be too good. It just
Maybe it
does
would.
less damage.
No, how you know? What do you mean?
Because the duration is less, so it would tick less, so it wouldn't do as much damage. But I mean, it would be too good if the duration of it
Well,
did the same amount of damage and it ticked less. You get me?
I guess, because I think there's a tree. There's a thing on the tree that says your poisons tick faster or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one. Either that's your clear man or the damage. Good luck, bro.
I already have this corrosive skill. It says poison applied to breaks armor equal to 80% of the poison damage dealt. So I think.
But why would you want that?
What do you mean? Because it breaks armor?
Yeah, but you're not benefiting from the broken armor.
I mean, not right now. I am because I can't instantly kill them. When I get to the point where the poison is just gonna be doing everything, and I just shoot a poison thing and like run away, shoot a poison thing and then run away, and I don't have to like auto attack at all, basically. Then yes, but like bosses right now, if I break their armor and I keep auto attacking them, then that's gonna be doing something.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can see that point. But when later on, I'll probably switch those two. Is give Pearson corroded ability.
But do I just put Pierce on my regular bow shot
Nah.
instead?
For now, I would just,
what's
for
this?
now, I would just do the. Oh, you could pin them.
But it just stacks it. I'm gonna be killing them right away. For the most part.
I
So
would say the kite. You don't die instantly, you know.
I guess. But is it gonna be easier for me to no.
Oh wait. Oh, never mind. Oh, what you could do? Hold on. Put anti-venom on your bow shot, and the corrosive thing on that too. Remember
Why?
the armor break?
Well, I guess, right?
So that could be your armor break, and the other one could be the clear that you want to do for bosses. That's what I would do. Just an opinion.
But like something like this, right? It's so confusing. Like Plague Burst. Poison from support skills also add 200% of the damage per second to the enemy as Plague, up to a maximum of 10% of an enemy's maximum life. What does that even mean?
Yeah, that gotta. I mean,
So on top of the poison, they also have Plague
yeah.
that is also doing damage over time to them.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I think it's just like bursting. Like, now it's like an AoE after a certain point. Yeah, that'll be my opinion.
What's mean?
That slows them down. Oh, they added something new to it. It also reduces their evasion too. It's pretty sick.
Oh. Oh. Damn, you read that quick.
Yeah, I try.
It's good.
Dude, you don't understand, bro. I do so much reading in this game. It's crazy. Look, even let's look at armor break where it says it's like what it actually does.
Some skills are affected by armor, but lowers the target's armor and brings the target armor relative to it. The armor is fully broken for 6 seconds. Players break 3 times armor against normal monsters. Fully broken armor. No, that doesn't. It doesn't tell me anything. Hello again, Aura.
Oh yeah, it just does physical damage. That's the other thing. 'Cause
But
your
if the armor is broken, does that mean that I'm doing more chaos damage to them, or no?
No, because if you look at armor reduces physical damage reduction.
The hell just happened? Hold on. My headphones disconnected for a second. One more time.
Good, Aura. How you doing?
Innovation. So what was that? I'm sorry.
Blind. it reduces blind and evasion now? Oh my god. That's pretty cool. They're adding a lot of shit that I didn't know.
So I wish it showed you here what things it can work. Oh, it says projectile, so it would work.
Yes. But hold on. You gotta also see, does the skill chain inherently? No. So that would not work.
And that needs to meet all the requirements?
Well, it's kind of like it has to have chaining in the wording.
Why?
Because like, what are you chaining?
The initial hit. So now if it had 0 chains, wouldn't it add 1 to it?
Well,
Actually, no. If you actually read it, no, that's my mistake. Because it says support projectile skills of any other skill. That chain causes them to chain one more time. So that's on me. That's on me.
yeah. If you look at fork, and I think it has the same wording. You can also like search by keyword, and you can also search by color, by the way.
Support projectile skills, making the projectiles fork. Oh, so it doesn't matter. It's just as long as it is
exactly.
a projectile, it will fork.
Yeah, there you go. Forking. But yeah, there's certain things like you have to be like the wording is so specific. But yeah, if you look at all gems at the bottom, you see those like 3 dots or whatever under all gems. You can click on it and it changes it just in case you want to look.
But what is certain colors over other colors?
The requirement of the gem. So if you hover over it, it'll say +5, like to whatever. So +5 dexterity, +5 dex. I mean +5 intellect.
I want to see them all.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's only +5, right? It's not like anything.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So literally, as you're pathing, you're like, oh man, I want to use this now. Okay, boom. Change one of the things that you had.
But don't you start off with 5? So does it even matter?
Well, that's if you want to use, like, if you're, let's say you're going all into intellect, and you want to use a red skill, you're gonna have to do +5 strength.
But don't every character starts with at least 5, 5, 5 of each?
I guess. I think. I'm not sure, to be honest.
So now I'm on the fence on whether I pierce with my regular bow or I do something else with the arrow.
You could do, you could, instead of piercing, you can do the chroma ability and have the explosion be bigger.
It's true. But for that, why wouldn't I just fork?
Well,
and
because
have...
the fork would just, well, mind you, it's level 3, so you're gonna have to wait a little while, and then it wouldn't be like, oh, it's gonna.
I don't
hit.
understand that because I can buy forked right now.
You can't. It's level 3.
Really?
Yeah, it says level 3 support gem.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's my fault.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it.
But it's specifically saying to pierce this, right? And to...
That's just my opinion of what I would do.
Hold on, what was it one more time?
I would just, for your poison arrow, I would do Corona ability, wherever the fuck the first one is. The one they suggest on the left. And then either I would do pierce, or I would scale the area effect of the explosion of the thing.
The area seems nice, but what is that even called?
They changed all the fucking spell names. It's so fucking annoying. I think it's green. It's either green or blue.
Yeah, that makes sense. Magnified effect.
I think.
Support skills has a 40% more area of effect.
And I'm almost positive that works. And if it doesn't, I will give you. I'll
It's not
give
that
you
big of a big deal. But that's not a terrible idea, actually.
Because
even if you
'cause
hit
you're-
one, it's gonna do a bigger explosion. So that's actually
Correct.
not terrible.
Yeah, I would do those two.
And you know
My
what?
personal.
That's
and then
actually
move
smart.
Move the armor break to the other one.
But
the
why?
Poison chance. Because move the armor break to your auto attack because you're saying because when you already poisoned them, you're just gonna auto attack.
Mhm.
So you're gonna benefit still from the corrosion because now it's armor broke.
No. That's not how this works.
What I'm saying is what?
Because it specifically says support any skill hit causing poison applies to the break.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said the bow shot one. We see where it says it has a 60% chance to poison. When it poisons, it's gonna armor break.
Oh, you're right. But I'm not gonna do that yet. Right now, I'm just gonna make the thing bigger. Right now, I'm gonna put the corrosiveness on that because it needs to be, and then when I have my bow shot be able to poison, then I can switch it over.
Sure, that's what you wanna do.
Because that's not wasting mana, so I would use that more often. That makes sense.
Sure.
That makes sense. I'm doing well. Both of you would like to switch to Discord channel so I can join the conversation. As the old 3 has the. If I wasn't gonna get off in literally like 5 minutes, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, he prefaced it by saying that he was leaving at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
No.
I just I need to be up at 4 in the morning, so I shouldn't even be playing right now.
Aura, did you make your character, or did you get
No.
did you get in or no?
He said he was gonna wait for it to be free.
Aura, are you serious?
I see, because when you level it, it increases the amount. So right now it requires level 3, and now it will require 9 dexterity in order to actually use it.
Yeah.
Poison Burst Arrow explodes to cover enemies in poison. You can only have one stack of poison on each enemy, so there is no reason to hit enemies multiple times.
We'll do that. Okay. Where's the other turn-in?
Hopefully you get one, Aura. I think you will really like this game.
Hold on, did I wait too long? Why the hell is my thing not there?
What?
My portal! Also, what do I get out of... I bought the second, the tier, I did find out that I did, but I don't know what the hell I got out of it.
You got, clothes and a pet.
But how? How do I even put it on?
I think it's, M? Oh no, fuck, I forgot to... It's one of your thing. Oh, actually, I can just look. I'm in game right now. And where is it? Oh, K. There you go, bro.
Unavailable? Why does it say unavailable?
that means you bought one in POE1, and you can't use it in POE2 right now, because it's not. This is just really just seeing if the game working right now. But eventually you have everything. You see, it just says it's unavailable, but it still shows that you bought it.
Oh, it's the little guy.
Yeah, I love it. You get the key. 100%. You're doing the baby cowbell.
What do you
That
mean?
is so
What
cute.
are you, the kiwi?
Dude, no. I honestly wanted to buy the Force Supporter bag just for that cowbell thing. It is so cute.
What is this?
Back attachment.
Hmm.
Are you joking? That's like one. You know, usually back attachments are separate from the main thing because so many people want back attachments. You'd be wasting money if you didn't put it on.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay.
There you go. And then there's like skill effects too. So if you really like a skill, then you change it, you know. But I don't think those skills are in the game right now. Yeah, see how big the thing is now.
See how big. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't like how my character looks now though. It doesn't look very.
Archery?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why do you think people spend so much money? Because like, oh man, my character doesn't look archery enough. You're buying that skin.
Honestly, I don't like the back.
Really? I think the bag looks sick. I think the bag makes the whole set.
Yeah, I know.
But that's you, bro. You're a guy.
I could do without the attention.
Just because it's black right now, I don't mind the. Okay. Yeah. What the hell? My portal's gone.
Yeah, it must have timed out. Yeah, though, like the portals from yesterday survived like us disconnecting and.
I know, right?
Funny.
Why is this part so confusing for me? I guess I can only go there. That's frustrating. Yeah, see, because right now when I do it, right, the poison, the armor break is already on them when I use the poison, so that's actually not a bad thing. Because as soon as I throw the,
Yeah, but it's not helping your damage. What I'm saying.
when I auto attack it does though, right? Because right now, damn, armor's broken. Now when I auto attack, they take more damage, right?
Yeah, but like you're just like it's great now, but like your auto attack is useless later.
True.
So I wouldn't be putting all your eggs in your auto attack and say, oh, my auto attack is strong. When you should be doing like your main damaging ability as like the main damage. But hey, man,
No, that makes sense. And I know that. I know the auto attack is basically useless later on. Right now, I'm only using it so I don't waste all of my money.
yeah, exactly, 100%. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's cool now, but like, once you poison them, the only thing you're affecting now is just the damage of your auto attack.
But that's good. I do like, it does look like it's bigger.
Yeah. And
And I basically got it from free, the one that does the armor break. mentioned somehow I ended up in Necro's guild somehow, and he made a guild tab, and I seen something that said poison. I'm like, oh, I'll grab that.
Yeah, man. Hey, there you go. No, like right now, it makes sense because the bow is such a big part of your DPS because you can only put one stack of poison apparently. And so it's like, well, if they're already poisoned, why am I gonna poison them again? So.
Yeah, and I do like the fact that it like even specifically said don't bother poisoning them again.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've been missing a lot with my bow and arrow.
Hey man, it's hard sometimes. Even before, even in POE1, I miss a lot. This is only because you only have one shot.
One opportunity.
Yeah.
How forked is forked? Do you know? Because I don't want to grab fork and then it's like it doesn't shoot straight at all, and then I like miss everything.
No, fork. It's like it's so hard to explain fork. I would not buy fork. 100%.
Not buy.
I would not. Okay. Fork is very specific stuff.
So yeah, but my plan is to like I don't know how good it's gonna be for bossing, but I want like a very fast like have my poison do everything, so just be very, very fast. That's what I'm trying to make this thing. Poison run, poison run, poison run, and just kind of go.
Feel that. Ooh.
I wonder why I hurt. Oh, because I actually hit him with the projectile. Do I increase poison? Well, I'm gonna increase poison duration with the things in the essentially, I'm gonna be hiding them. Having the poison. Interesting.
In my sights.
Oh, frost sword. Interesting. I want to play that too.
Huh?
Lightning. I was reading Aura's text.
Also playing Crosswork today. Yeah, I was thinking about going Frost, but then I also want to go like straight Fire as well, cause there's I forgot what witch it is. I don't know if it's the witch or the sorcerer that just has like all fire related things. So I'm just like, how do you not go fire build?
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah.
Could I increase the level of the support gem itself?
Yeah, that's where you get the different. There's different levels of support gems as well.
I get it. So then when you increase it, it will increase like the area of effect over and over and over again and make it bigger every single time.
Yep. But right now, I think even in our big guys, we only found level 1.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they're just a lot more rare to get the higher level supports, but it is easier to get the just higher level like actual gems.
You're level gated anyways, so. Cause I tried to grab a level 5 one and put it on this guy and you can't use it anyways.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll be really interested to see what how that thing works. The +1 when you put that on your thing.
And I wonder, like, if I have +1 on this and I have +1 on something else, does that mean it's 2 now?
Yeah. Yeah, so that one that you had on there is gonna the tree is gonna stack with that support gem that you're gonna put on this thing. See how much easier it is when just one person.
It is. It is so much easier.
Dude, we were literally playing on hard mode. Like on my sorceress, dude, that thing like melted. Last night I think it was like 22 or 23. We blasted. But I mean this one I leveled. Like that one took 22 in 14 hours. This one is level 13 in like 3 hours. So it's like the level of speed increase is insane.
The fact that it breaks energy shield, it's actually like phenomenal.
No, it does not break any shit. It bypasses.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, how could I explain it? Because if they're poisoned and I'm doing auto attacks to them, it's like they don't have the energy shield at all. And it's not like the energy shield comes back as soon as the poison goes away, right?
Well, I think try to do a thing. If you find someone with energy shield, hit him with your bow, and then hit him with your poison. I think how it should work is that your poison will take out their health, but if you auto attack them, you're gonna see the energy shield come back, and you're gonna be hitting the energy shield with your bow. But I could be wrong. It could. The second that they're poisoned, it takes it away, which would be even better than what it was in POE1.
Oh. Oh look, now my thing's there. The hell?
Your thing was bugged. But yeah, have you noticed it's so much smoother today?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was just the growing pains of the first day. It just sucks because yeah, like how you were having like a pretty bad time. Like that puts like a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And first
impressions are everything.
First person is everything. So it's like, you know, you are kind of like more hooked in the game because you know you can see the potential. But maybe someone else were like, you know what? I had a terrible time, and when I got to Act 2, the fucking stupid thing is there, and it destroys my game. I'm just gonna quit. So yeah, it's hard. It's definitely.
How do you reset an area?
I think if you go to so like the mud burrow.
No. Like the area that I just finished clearing. Is there a way that I can the clear file?
Yeah, I think if you go back. Have you ever done mud burrows before?
Oh wait, this guy has it underneath here. I can just see that.
Oh. I think if you do control left click on the area and you don't go in, it tells you if you want to change it.
Huh?
No. Yeah, there you go.
New?
Yeah, no. There you go. Now you refresh a new clear.
Because what I wanted to try it on.
I'm so happy that all my knowledge is coming. It's still applicable.
Very early in Act 2. The
Yeah,
Act
like,
1 final boss kicked our ass.
Like I said, I wish you seen it and I wish you didn't see it. That's how like insane it was. That boss was, but like I said, we were playing on a hard mode because it was doing more damage. It had more health,
And I was playing a build that was could have been optimized better.
Yeah, for early game. Yeah. I did a miscalculation when I advised that build.
Where is that crazy place? I want to fit that boss again. Oh, there we go, yeah. Yeah, no, look. And it's no longer there.
Even when you're outside. Oh.
No, look, okay, so I'm gonna wait for
No,
her
I know.
energy shield to come back.
Yeah, no. So I was saying, like, you're right. I think it like literally takes it all away.
Bam, and then it just goes away.
Damn, sick. It's really cool.
I think that's too good.
I mean, how other people get around it is just like you have to just do as much damage to bypass it. But I get you.
But instantly getting rid of a mechanic.
Hey man, poison. Why haven't you used that head, by the way?
Go ahead.
The wolf head.
I thought it was a quest item, if I'm being honest. No, I'm doing... have more energy shield than anything, so I'll keep that one. Something else. That's strength. And those. Because if I can just keep spamming this lady and just get a bunch of yellows from it, almost guaranteed, and then just save them up, and just when I get to the point where I can just ding them, I can just have a bunch of yellows all the time.
You good?
It's a waste of time, but
In a way, yeah, but you're working for something. So is it a waste of time?
In my sight.
Interesting. A weapon swap system? There is, I don't understand it.
Yeah, there. I wouldn't advise people to new players. Not worth it. For people that know what they're doing, yeah, I can see it.
How's the clearing? Anything take your fancy? If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
That'll be my yellow set of things. Okay. But it's later than it should be. I need to be up in 4 hours. I'm going to bed. I should have more time to play tomorrow, so I will see you guys then. Good night, everybody.
Adios. Bye.